This is the RV Advisor Podcast with your host, Tom Alexander. Get all the latest information, trends, advice from experts, stories from the road, and more in the world of recreational vehicles. Now, here's Tom.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander, and joining me today from the great state of Michigan by way of California, it is our lively tribe. It is Travis and Erin. And how are we doing, folks? You look very relaxed on this Wednesday morning as we're recording this, and enjoying your coffee and
yes,
just chilling out. Looks like it might be a little cool there the way you're dressed right now.
it's cold.
It's really cold.
We escaped the Southern California 100-degree heat wave and ran away up to the UP, where we definitely need sweaters, and we did not bring enough warm weather clothes.
Yeah, wow. Are you close to the lake, or are you inland a little, or?
No,
we can see the lake from here.
Yeah, Lake Superior is
Oh,
right there.
wow. Okay, so that explains a little bit of the temperature, because I know you get lake effect weather there, so it can cool things things down a bit, even in the summer. That we've all heard of lake effect snow, but it also gets a lake effect cool in the summer. Our lively tribe. I'm on your Instagram page as we speak, and over 11,000 followers. That's awesome. What do you attribute your popularity to? What is it that you find gets folks tuned in?
Honesty actually gets the really raw and honest posts that we tend to do. That seems to be what really engages the people that follow us the most, I would say.
Yeah.
That and then the renovations, but those come almost second for us, really.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, we've been getting more and more people your age on the show, and a lot of times I think people they jump to the conclusion, and perhaps rightfully so, that RVing is for folks my age and up, and it's a retirement thing, and they're living their lives, kind of getting a second go around of doing things they want to do. But more and more we're seeing people in their 20s and 30s doing this and living this life, and they've transformed their lives, and that's what you guys are doing. You have 4 boys. Wow, that's a crew right there.
Oh yeah,
four boys, and you got your dog Kona, a beautiful golden retriever. Where's Kona? Is Kona back there? For the folks just listening, we got
wandered away.
There's Kona. Hey, Kona, there we go. All right. Well, we are huge dog fans here. We've had several guests on that have brought their dogs or travel with their dogs, and we know that's a major part of RVing for a lot of folks, and cats. But it seems dogs are leading the way a little more.
Yeah, he's our 5th boy.
He's the 5th boy. All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Most well-behaved child we have.
Now, what's the age range with the rest of the crew? What age bracket are we talking about here?
So 12 to 1. We've got a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 6-year-old, and when we traveled for 14 months, we had the 3 of them. And then while on the road, we got pregnant with the now 1-year-old. So
wow.
Yep.
So, and you all exist and live and prosper in the friendly confines of the vehicle we see, the big unit we see behind you. So
actually, this is his aunt and uncle's.
Okay.
Borrowed it for this road trip. We are currently living in a 36-foot 5th wheel, and it's fully renovated. It has a bunkhouse in the back for the boys, a crib in our room for the baby, and it's more stationary in Southern California right now.
Yeah. So, gotcha.
Yeah. So we travel a little bit in that one and live full time in that one.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to find out a lot more about your adventures and your day-to-day lives on the road and occasionally stationary. When we come back, we're going to take a quick break. This is the RV Advisor Podcast. My guests are Travis and Erin from Our Lively Tribe. I'm Tom Alexander. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, RV owners and those thinking about owning. Want to maximize the fun and minimize the hassle of buying an RV? You need GPS. It's Gigi's personal service. Our $350 package gets you me, the expert advice, and a host of outstanding services. Visit thervadvisor.com.
We are back on the RV Advisor Podcast. My name's Tom Alexander. I'm talking with Travis and Erin from Our Lively Tribe, and they're speaking to us today from the Upper Peninsula, the UP in Michigan, where they're visiting some friends, and they're experiencing some cooler than usual temperatures off the Great Lake Superior. And it's interesting that not only do people follow your adventures, and they want to kind of look in and perhaps even live somewhat vicariously through you, but also they're real interested in the renovations that you do. And you've done quite a few, and it sort of spawned your living on the road. You fixed your own, kind of fixed up your own travel trailer, and now this is something that you found, hey, you know what, we can do this for others and earn a living.
Yep.
So is that how it worked?
Yep. So when we first headed out, Erin wanted our trailer to feel more like a home. So I just tore it all apart and rebuilt it with her ideas on what she felt we needed in the trailer. And then when we hit the road, and people started seeing it and walking into it, everyone just seemed really surprised and blown away. So because this was three or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So it was a while ago. Now it's huge, but back then it wasn't. And we really lucked out and started traveling with Marissa and Nathan of Less Junk More Journey, and that really kind of started the progression of people being interested in our trailers, because they did a tour of it. So because of that really sparked it. And then when we decided to continue traveling, I renovated another one for us that was a little bigger, and that one really just put the passion in me to do it forever. So yeah, now we're on our 10th one, and it's been crazy. A lot of work, but it's been fun.
Yeah, and it's really just the two of you. You don't have a crew that helps you out. It's blood, sweat, and tears, right?
It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. There are tears and there's blood, and there's times when Erin's like, I don't know if we should be doing this anymore. You seem like you're freaking out.
Yeah.
But in the end, when we deliver that RV to a family that's going to take it out and travel in it and live in it, and it's incredible to watch them walk into this space that's going to be their home, and that we've given that to them is really, really neat. So it makes it worth it.
Well, it's over the past several years, I don't know, 7-8 years, where most people are familiar with Chip and Joanna Gaines, and the results that, you rarely see anybody let down by their, great skill sets, and combined efforts with a lot of help, of course, with their homes. And so you kind of have, reduced that just a little bit in terms of you're not having to do a 4,000 or 5,000 square foot home, but instead an RV. But I'm sure the challenges are,
they're the exact same challenges, just on a smaller scale.
On a smaller scale, yeah.
So,
and you want to give them something perfect, and you want to give them something they'll love. And he does woodworking and welding, so the way that they come together, they're gorgeous, and we want to give everybody what they want. And so the pressure, you feel the pressure, but it's such a passion project for us that's turned into a business that it's worth it.
That's terrific. And I'm sure, Travis, and this is something that you've always been handy, I'm guessing, over the course of your life, and were able to kind of shift that skill set to working on RVs?
It kind of just fell into place. I'd been out of high school. I got a job at a welding shop, just cleaning parts, and that just progressed. So the abilities I learned at that welding shop really just started transferring over when I started doing woodworking. So there's skills I didn't realize were there, but I was lucky enough to watch my boss before me do them. So that's kind of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's always a big help. It seems one of the best ways of learning is observing, right? And kind of getting your hands dirty and just not necessarily out of a book, but just by watching somebody who's great at it.
And I didn't realize how much I was learning there until I was not there anymore. And then when I started having to put those practices to use for myself in my own shop, that's when the observation of things really showed themselves.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And then I think with our renovations, it's really different because we've lived in them before, traveled in one for 14 months. We live in one currently. And so we really know what you need in an RV to make it a home, the functionality, the storage, the way, things that don't work, we can take them out and put in things that work. And I think having that experience really benefits our renovations. So that's been a big plus too.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's terrific. Our Lively Tribe, what's the origin of that name? I mean, I'm guessing it's sort of in the name itself. You've got a pretty big family, a tribe, if you will, and
actually,
you don't stay still very often.
No.
So the actual tribe came out of a Pearl Jam song. I'm a huge Pearl Jam fan, and come. There's another golden walking by. So the song is called Strangest Tribe, and it was written about kind of their fan club. So when Erin was trying to figure out a name, and this was before you were doing Instagram names, really.
Yeah.
This was years ago. I said, well, what about having something tribe in there? Because I love that song.
Right.
And she just right then just said Our Lively Tribe, and it just happened to still be free and work, and so it was great, and really represents us now. I mean, it's our complete business now, which is just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
But this little dream we had sitting in our little house came to what it is now. It's crazy.
Yeah. Are you a musician as well, Travis?
No, just a pretend musician. I have a nice guitar, and it looks really good hanging up on my wall.
But you don't play it?
I not very often.
Yeah. That's all right.
Not very often.
That's all right. You're a music fan, so that counts. That absolutely counts.
Oh, big.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, tell folks again where the best place to follow you and follow your adventures, and also if they're interested in your work.
So Instagram is probably the best. We post daily on there. We do Instagram stories and share our kids and kind of where we are and what we're doing. So that's at Our Lively Tribe on Instagram. We also have Our Lively Tribe RV renovations on Instagram, and that's where you can see all of our work. And then YouTube, we try to post regularly. And on YouTube, we post our renovations. We do renovation tours. We do just kind of our daily life. The last one we posted was just kind of about the loss of his dad and what that has been like the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Because we kind of went a little MIA for a little bit.
Sure.
And then, but we've got another renovation coming up today, actually. So
wow, okay. So today. Yeah, full day of work ahead. And again, Travis, our condolences on the loss of your dad. Very sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
So, well, we really do appreciate your time, particularly taking a little time for us during your travels in the great UP. A lot of fun, and we'd love to have you on again. And we unfortunately we didn't have the greatest signal connection today, but that's okay. We're going to power through that. We'll, as they say, we'll do our best to fix that in editing.
All right. Sorry about that.
Not at all. Not at all. Well, you guys take care. Stay well. Stay safe. Best to the whole crew and Kona too.
Thank you.
And We'll see you again. This is the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. So long, everybody.